This is devastating.
Lakeisha Plowden is trying to figure out life without her partner and the father of her 6-year-old daughter. He died of Legionnaires this summer, one of 7 deaths confirmed by the city health department.
It took a month for them to tell us that it was Legionnaires. He walked out the door in the ambulance and never came back, and that's traumatizing for my child. So she needs justice.
The city has been criticized for not immediately notifying the community about which water towers had the Legionella bacteria. Also, there's questions about the inspection process, including at a construction site run by developer Skanska.
For me, it is a civil rights issue. For me, it is a community-targeted issue.
The Reverend Al Sharpton joined attorney Ben Crump and Weitz and Lutzenberg as the community demands answers.
The city owned 4 of the 10 buildings that had water towers that tested positive for Legionella bacteria after July 25th. And we believe as building owners, the city had a responsibility to make sure that those cooling towers were checked and cleaned.
There are now 3 lawsuits filed against developer Skanska after construction workers got sick. There's also 18 notices of claims filed against New York City. The acting city health commissioner explaining the response at a recent city council hearing on the matter.
My concern, if we had released any building addresses sooner, is that people might have thought if they were, number one, in a building address that we released, that they were at increased risk, and that if they were not living in that building, that they were not at risk. And that is the opposite of what is true.
As for the latest legal action, in a statement, Skanska said in part they've worked in close coordination with the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene to facilitate the disinfection of the cooling tower at our job site. The city responded in part saying, "We have put forward concrete actions we are already taking to improve all aspects of this process and support proposed legislation to strengthen laws and requirements for building owners, which are already among the strongest in the country." The last Legionnaires outbreak in Harlem was 2018. And attorney Ben Crump asking,
How many times does this have to happen in Harlem before we say we're going to do the proper testing and we're going to follow the law?